Hey everyone, this is Rachel Robinson with your WOD for January 2nd, 2015. And today I want to talk to y'all about a topic that I know has been covered before, but it's one that a lot of new people and existing distributors, everyone really needs to hear and grab onto this message. We know we're supposed to be talking to people, we know the fundamentals, generally speaking, of what we're supposed to do. However, I've often heard said by leaders in Advocare that your success or lack of success in Advocare, or how far you're going to go with it, is sometimes determined before you've ever even gotten started. It can be determined by what kind of mark you've made in your world and the kind of impression people have of you. Now, that's not something we can just necessarily change overnight, but we have to be people that others buy into. It's easy to buy Advocare, figuratively speaking. You can do all the research and see the endorsers and see the commercials, and people are making their New Year's resolutions. They're going to do this. This is what they've decided to do, which is great if you're on leads. If you're not, how do you become that person that people buy into? Because people have a lot of choices when it comes to Advocare distributors. Think of how fast our team is growing. All of Advocare is growing like that. There are thousands of new distributors every day. Not to mention the other 500,000 we already had. So people really have options with how are they going to get their product. And you want to be the person they get their product from. You want to be the person that, you add them to your team. So I want to just tell a quick story. And it's the story of how I met my husband. I was a waitress in a restaurant, and he used to come in for lunch all the time after time, and it started occurring to me that there was nothing special about this food that would make him want to come there so much. So, well, he must like me. Advocare kind of works in the same way, except Advocare obviously is very special. The products are amazing, but there's a lot of different ways people can get them. So you want to be the person that people buy. You want them to buy you, and therefore see the big picture of Advocare, because whatever vision it is you paint for them is going to carry them forever. I've talked to people before that had been retail customers from, other people, or had been buying, product from their cousin or whatever, that had never received the big picture of what Advocare is about. You're that window for them. So whatever message you're putting out, verbally in your conversations with them on Facebook, through your body language, all those things are going to translate to the lens through which people view Advocare. And we always want to be, a nice, clean, happy lens for people to view Advocare. But also, what is it that is going to turn people off from you as a person? Some of the things we can't help. We can't help it if someone doesn't want to join our team because we have a thick accent, or we have blonde hair, whatever it is. Those things you can't help, but there's some things you can control. Think about your body language when you're in a conversation with someone. If you're standing like this and someone's talking to you about Advocare and you're looking over your shoulder, checking your phone, and half-heartedly nodding, that's not going to really do much for your case of people buying into you. If you're constantly complaining on Facebook about how bad this world is doing you, that's not going to do a lot to have people buy into you. If you're argumentative, if you do things that generally rub people the wrong way, that could affect whether or not they buy you, and therefore buy Advocare as, a company. So just keep that in mind. Be the kind of person that you would want to work with. Therefore, you're the kind of person that other people want to work with. So Advocare is easy to buy. It's amazing. Many people just sight unseen, are ready to go. However, be someone that others want to work with. Consider that before you make, a Facebook post. Consider that before you get in a fight in a parking lot. Consider that when you're speaking to people in public. Smile at them. Let other people see that, especially, if you're wearing your colors or your t-shirt, or, you've got your spark, you have to exude Advocare. Not all the time. I mean, when you're in your home, I suppose you don't have to. I know we don't all have energy sometimes, but as a general rule, you're representing a company that puts food on the table for hundreds of thousands of people. That is the livelihood for so many of us and could be for you. So take that into consideration and be the person that people buy into to get to Advocare. Thank you guys so much. It's been awesome. I hope you have a great rest of your pay period.